What's up, y'all? I'm your host DHR2. Welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna react to another Everything Wrong video from Everything Wrong video from my boy Crip. Nick Cannon, another Eminem diss. Pray for him. I heard this is 10 times worse than Invitation, so I can't say I'm surprised by it. Nick Cannon is the wackest MC of all time. We all know how that ended up when he tried to diss Eminem a long time ago. It ended up backfired on him. But since this year he wants to try again, it's getting worse. So let's see what my boy has to say about this though. Oh, before we get into that, if you're brand new and you're just tuning in to my channel, excuse me from stuttering, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. Make sure you be aware of what am I talking about? Make sure you click that bell and be ready for any new content that I created. So let's get it on.
Now we gotta pray for him. Marshall.
Nick says Eminem's name and a tone from an iconic scene from a movie The Warriors, as seen in this clip from a taping
They
of Wild
tried
'N
way
Out.
too hard.
Marshall, come out and play.
Nigga.
Side note, the quote is come out to play, not come out and play. And I gotta give us in for fucking that one up.
Warriors, come out to play.
But in this movie, the guy that Nick Cannon is pretending to be, Luther, is the biggest piece of shit. He literally shoots one of the most beloved characters of the entire film, Cyrus, who is trying
Nick
to bring
Cannon just
together
makes
all the
everything
gangs of New York to
cringeworthy.
fight against the
Not
police,
even
and then
without
blames
time.
the shooting of Cyrus on another gang, the Warriors, gets the leader of that gang killed, and then throughout the entire film, it has the rest of the gangs trying to hunt down the Warriors for something that he did. And at the end of the film, everybody finds out that Luther is the one that killed Cyrus anyway. When they asked him, he said he just fucking did it because he could. They end up brutally murdering him, and the Warriors are let go free, so he picked a horrible character to represent here.
Still waiting.
Nick had a second track fully prepared before even releasing the first track, but acts like his crew sat around waiting for a response from Eminem, and when they didn't get it, said, fuck it, let's hop back in the booth for some more You're Old and gun bars. Also, this sign clearly says no recording the monitors, and the monitors being recorded right behind Nick, so fuck you.
Lord forgive us, I know that it's kind of wrong for five brothers this talented to be on one song.
Five? I'll let Charlie Hitman and Conceited slide, but Nick didn't even rhyme his opening bar in the last
What?
track, and Prince Easy said he'd eat a dead woman's vagina.
Damn, and what you like 5 minutes away from 70?
Old jokes will always get a bell in my book, but Nick himself is pushing 40 and M just turned 47. If anything, Nick is almost 4 times closer to being Eminem's age than Eminem being 70.
Man,
While we're on the subject of age,
Nick Cannon
Mariah
needs to
Carey is
grow up for
49
real.
and turns 50 in March, yet I don't hear anybody
Hold
talking
up,
about
let me
that.
pause. I feel like I said Nick Cannon it's like a man-child. He tries to diss Eminem, try to get Eminem on his stupid show Wild 'N Out. But for some reason, Eminem feels no need to be on the show. Cause I don't know, man. I just think that Nick Cannon is doing way too much. Cause you know you're gonna lose, and you already lost on your first diss track you did, and the second diss track you did twice. No.
So, can we start calling Nick Cannon a cougar hunter at this point?
Dropping the dynamite word to Florida Evans.
JJ was the character on Good Times that said dynamite, not Florida Evans. That was his mother. I understand he's trying to make the rhyme scheme work, but it's just incorrect information.
Hello, lucky person. You got the number right, cause you are talking to Kid a Dynamite. Nah, I ain't do this verse for the fame of the clout. I did this verse to say, keep my brother name out your mouth.
This is simply not true. The amount of people that have dissed Nick Cannon in the past is absolutely unprecedented, yet here you all are going at the biggest person. Literally type in Nick Cannon diss, and there's probably like 75 of them right now after this entire thing. Get to writing, Charlie.
I've been a star. Your favorite actress wanna get sexual.
20 seconds of Hitman doing nothing besides saying very generic things such as this.
When you ain't perked up, you sweeter than lemonade.
According to most recipes for lemonade, it is considered a sweet and sour drink because lemons are sour and sweetened by sugar. In fact, if your lemonade is only sweet, it means you made it wrong and you should not have made it this far in life.
See, you tried to bully Pink and them, Britney Spears and NSYNC and them.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
What are they even talking about?
The amount of time these guys forget their words or say different words when they're supposed to say other words is going to get annoying in this.
Don't you got a cash flow? What the fuck you mad for?
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
Don't you got a...
Also, Hitman thinks having money means you can't get mad at anything, even though Nick Cannon is clearly mad enough to make 2 diss tracks and he's bragged about his money several times.
Subtract you at a casket.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
You at a casket. You mad that you ain't Cannon.
Oh, that That was a belly laugh worth 10 cents. A guy who literally holds more records than anyone in hip-hop history is mad that he's not a guy whose only recognizable song is with a rapist that pisses on underage girls. I'm halfway tempted to take away some sins because this statement is so outlandish that I feel like Conceited is just fucking with Nick's ego on this, but I can't.
Nolan pills you stay cramming, still giving you brain damage.
Eminem is 11 years sober. I think I said that in the last one as well. I understand that.
I feel like people were forgetting that Eminem used to do drugs in the past and he's been sober for 11 years. You got to give Eminem credit. But for Nick Cannon to try to use that as a diss, it ain't working. More else for the Wild 'N Out crew.
He's trying to do some clever wordplay with the song titles and brain damage and guilty conscience, but it's just not fucking true. It doesn't take pills anymore.
Cause you stay up on cannonballs.
That's a hand.
You always hide in your trailer, we know you big man.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
Hide in your trailer, we know you big
Man, this is just
Hey, one of the cast
dumb.
members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that. I told you it was gonna get annoying, and we're not even to Prince Easy's yet. He fucking forgot his whole damn verse.
Instead of staying in the booth to get your rhyming out.
Honestly, I blame whoever edited this video on all of these scenes being in here of people forgetting their words. I've filmed several music videos where I don't remember every single word that I say, but I take them out. I mean, seriously, that is like editing 101. Throw a slow-mo cinematic in there. Have a Wild 'N Out girl flash the camera. Show teammate fucking a turntable. Literally, whatever you do not show a rapper not memorizing their lines and mumbling their lyrics because it looks so amateurish, and they are going up against arguably the greatest rapper alive, and you can't make these mistakes. Okay, Prince Easy sucks, and he basically forgot every single fucking word that he wrote down, so I'm just gonna show.
Hey, bro. Hey, Chris. I feel like the way you were ranting in this video, like, you can tell you hated this whole thing just as bad as I do, but it's just, your ranting makes it more 10 times funnier. I'm just saying.
You all the times that he missed a word, and then I'm gonna put a bell at the end of it instead of saying something in between each time, so I'll just say it right now. Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
Ain't no back going, cause all of my troops thorough. Ain't got no bitch Glock, Nina, my new girl. Oh my god, who the hell cares? Nigga, all my homies keep dying, my puke Earl. Took him and just let us keep Juice World.
I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt Prince Easy, not remembering
This is the funniest part of the
You guys
thing.
probably wanting to watch that, but first
Hey,
we get
bro.
right on to
The way he was rapping, you can tell they did some serious bad editing, like Crip was saying. It's like he says one thing and then his mouth ain't moving. It's like watching Power Rangers when Rita Repulsa was in a scene with the way she was talking, her mouth is not moving to what she's saying in English. But it's like you're watching an English dub version of a Power Ranger episode. That's how I feel about this hip hop video. It's too funny.
shit stack, but that was totally fucked up and uncalled for. Juice's body wasn't even cold by the time this came out, and I basically determined that Prince Easy is a piece of shit. I shouldn't even have to explain how stupid it was to do this. 100 cents, and rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Back to business.
Wow.
Fuck more than anything.
The funny thing about this diss track, I keep forgetting about them using Juice WRLD as a diss. Why didn't I know about this? I have no idea. But it's still wrong for them to try to use a recently deceased person to try to diss Eminem. Like, that's like major red flag for me.
Nigga, my brother, you this them that gotta suffer. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Told him don't dish you back, let us handle this motherfucker. What?
Huh?
Look, I scratched the cereal number up off the baby llama. Em ain't seen the ratchet this dirty since his baby mama.
Of the 88 words that Prince Easy rapped on the track, he physically only said 19 of
They
them in this
basically said
video.
the same
So
thing as
coincidentally,
they
he
said
left
in
out
their first
69
diss.
words, so we're gonna give him 69 cents. Also, Hitman called a gun a llama in the last track, and now Prince Easy is calling the gun a llama in this track. And to be honest, I've heard a lot of people call guns weird things, but this diss track series is the only time I've ever heard it be called a llama, and they've had two people say it in two different tracks. There's literally a million different things you can call a gun, but you coincidentally call it something that somebody else has called it, and it's oddly specific. So I'm definitely giving a sin for either stealing or no creativity. Also, Prince Easy
No
clearly hasn't heard
creativity at
Kim.
all.
I think calling her a dirty ratchet doesn't even pale into comparison as what Eminem's called her. I think it said something similar to that in the last video about Prince Easy. Man, this guy's really limited on what he could talk about.
Bro, she looks like a
Cocaine out
horse.
here and you wanna put your nose in my business.
What is this fixation of
What?
Eminem's 11-year-old drug use? Like, I don't understand why they keep coming back to this.
God damn, y'all niggas ain't have to do it like that. Shit, we don't do it, we overdo it.
Is
What
that
the
listening
heck?
to the same thing that everybody else is listening to? Nick, if you are currently watching this, please comment what makes you think that this is, like good? Like, why do you think this wins this entire thing? Just let me know. Is it because you guys made back-to-back tracks and that Eminem hasn't responded in 24 hours like you've liked? Because it took you over a year to respond to the warning, and you responded with I'm a Slick Rick.
Play fucked up games, win fucked up prizes.
Nick thinks that the camera is a mirror, and he's talking to himself, because he know he fucked up.
I ain't have to rap on this motherfucker. You know what? I'm not gonna rap.
Nick Cannon lied, and that's a real-life sin.
You used to be in a position to talk to kids and they listen. Now you a politician. You voted for Trump, bitch, admit it.
Why the fuck does Nick Cannon rap like this?
This is
He was literally
garbage.
just speaking perfectly fine a second ago, and then as soon as he starts to rap, he goes back into this little whisper thing that he did in the first diss. Also, does Nick forget Eminem's 4.5-minute BET cipher literally shitting all over Donald Trump?
But we better give Obama props, because what we got in office
That's the real
now's
deal
a
right there.
kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
Also, the only time Nick
I'm gonna do a
remotely sounds
reaction
like he
to that
knows how to
freestyle
rap, he's
soon.
literally just rapping lyrics from Eminem's verse on Renegade and changing a handful of words with the exact same flow.
But now you getting facelifts like an Instagram host.
I can't find any information anywhere about Eminem getting a facelift. But I did find this information about Mariah Carey constantly getting Botox injections during her marriage with Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Be the king of the rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics. All you do is just cry. You got Tourette's and hysteria.
Hey, more of Renegade! Also just realized whoever annotated this on Genius sucks at picking out what words are, because he clearly says rude, not world.
That's your original music that your fans used to cherish. Now you debated, disputed, hated, and viewed an American as a motherfucking drug addict. Never be a legend.
Hey, more of Renegade!
Look who's talking.
Also, again with the fixation of the 11-year-old drug use, I know you're trying to flip his own lyrics, but you're doing a piss-poor job of it. Also, he tries to rhyme legend with, I don't even know what. Legend doesn't even come close to rhyming
Nick
with
Cannon
anything
is
in this
trying
section.
so hard.
Really should start to stare at who's in the mirror. Look at all that fucking Botox. Bitch, I know you embarrassed.
I would love to hear the raw clip of this part of the music video, because I have no fucking idea
This the
what
guy
Nick Cannon is saying, and I'm
who ruined
pretty
his
sure
own
he
hip-hop
doesn't know
career
either.
trying to diss Eminem.
Also, more
Shoot, all of his
Botox,
movies are garbage.
because Mariah had Botox while you guys are married. You probably paid for it.
All the tricks and the gimmicks, you like the new white supremacist.
Being white means you're a white supremacist. Apparently.
Say the same fucking sentences, nigga. You ain't no lyricist.
Well, according to you, he is.
My number 2, Eminem. And then when you just talk about just straight lyricism, like
Can't rap with him.
like battle for battle, you
Can't rap with him.
Bet you never thought the kill shot would come from the cannon.
Oh, Nick Cannon thought the camera was a mirror again.
You used to be a renegade.
Hey, more Renegade! I love how Nick took the time to even layer his own vocals and change the pitch. This was the best sounding he was the entire time. For that, I won't give you a sin for copying Renegade again.
I had no idea that Nick Cannon was gonna start wilding out on me.
Nick Cannon includes an interview of the one time Eminem spoke about him, even though there's dozens of interviews out there of Nick Cannon basically sucking all over Eminem's junk.
Wow. This makes so much sense. First of all, before Nick Cannon called himself trying to diss Eminem, he was, like you said, sucking all over Eminem's nuts, praising him for being the best lyricist of all time. And what does he do? He throws a whole curveball trying to diss Eminem once more. And you know that whenever Eminem responds to you, you're done. Listen, your rap career is over. So why do you feel the need to try to diss Eminem in a so-called stupid, trash, god-awful, pray for him diss track? Nothing about this song makes no sense at all. I mean, listen, y'all. As Eminem, listen, I like Eminem. I love what he do. But as far as Nick Cannon goes, he trash. And this whole diss track summons everything what I hate about this guy. He should just stick to just doing hosts on America's Got Talent, The Masked Singer, or just being a businessman rather than, continue to try to rap. Like, bruh, stop it already. You're already failing, and you're gonna continue to fail. I mean, not only that, but he's like the biggest hypocrite out of all the MCs. I don't know, man. Nick Cannon just took all L's, man. Like, straight up. What's y'all thoughts on Nick Cannon, man? Do you think he should just kill it, stop it, or he'll just continue to get worse? Let me know in the comments down below. This is DHR2. I gotta get some water.